Hi everybody, this is Mr. Lopaka Brown. I've known him for at least 25-30 years now, and he's an entertainer that people my age would know. He used to play all around Waikiki, different islands. I remember on Kauai and what was that place in Kauai you used to play? Spin Drifter. Spin Drifter back in the 70s. He's been all around the world, flying through Aloha Airlines, which paid for all of his expenses. I mean, we're talking about Africa, Japan, Australia, Europe, the United Kingdom. Did I say Alaska? I already said Alaska.
Alaska?
Yeah, all over the place. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce you to Mr. Lopaka Brown, and I wanted to ask him a few questions in front of the camera. Lopaka, when did you start to play music?
Well, you know, when we were small kids and we had luau's and our uncles and aunties used to bust out the instruments and we used to mimic, you know, like we want to copy them, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how, you know, that's how it started. It was planted a long time ago at the luau's, you know, backyard parties.
Family parties,
friend parties, you know, and then it's, you know, just evolved from there.
And which instruments do you play?
Anything with strings.
Guitar, ukulele?
Percussion, strings, some keyboards.
Okay. You ever played the violin? Never, huh?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Not professionally, but I figured it out.
Yeah, alright, alright. What was the first tune you learned?
First tune I learned? Gosh, jeez. It was, I think it's when I was playing Papuana football. I don't know. But anyway, I think Gordon Helm showed me this.
Gordon Helm?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Nice. It would take me all year to figure out how to play that.
It didn't sound like that in the beginning. But, yeah, and, you know, and there were, when you're in the backyard with the family, we never really completed the whole song until later on as we grew up. You know?
Yeah. Is your family musical?
Yeah, my Uncle Raymond Akau was kind of my inspiration. The Wailai brothers, my cousins. I have my cousin Lopaka Brown is a comedian, also has a radio show in California.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, 93 FM.
Yeah. What part of LA, San Francisco?
LA area.
Yeah.
And it's called the Sandwich Island Network.
Yeah. Hey, people in LA, if you're watching this, tune in.
Sandwich Island Network.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which famous musician do you admire, or musicians? Which ones do you admire?
Al Lopaka was, his charisma and his style was, I just got hooked on him.
A charming guy, yeah.
And we became friends. I used to sit outside the Holly Hole as a teenager and listen to his songs, and you know, and of course Don Ho really inspired me a lot. Not that I wanted to be like Don Ho, but I really admired the style. It was about entertaining, not just being a musician. There were entertainers, musicians, and singers all in one package.
Well, that's what I noticed about you, Lopaka. You know, a lot of entertainers, I mean a lot of musicians in Waikiki today, they can play, they can sing, and really well too, but with you can talk story, you can play, you can sing, you know, you kind of get like the whole package. You could probably go any place in the world and pick up a guitar, go in some club and make a living.
Yeah, it's about relationship. I like to have a good relationship with the audience, and by getting them to feel comfortable and being connected, and then the music just takes its course.
Well, I remember in Spin Drifter in Kauai, you know, what, 35 years ago, 40 years ago, more like 35 years ago, my wife said she walked into the club with her girlfriend, and you stopped the band. You said, "Hey, what's your name?"
Hey, that's what it's about, you know. Especially if the girl good looking. You know what I mean? She was good. She's still good looking.
Yeah. Mama's still good looking.
And ever since then, we became the best of friends, and that's a matter of fact how I met you.
That's right.
You know,
now we are. I know your wife now, Amy, and your kids.
Family, you know.
Yeah, it's great.
So that's what it's about. I have connections all over the world. I have email lists of friends that I've connected with through entertaining, not just being a musician. But music is part of it's the frosting on the cake to take somebody out of in their seat into a different place in a song. You know, people tell me, how you remember all the words to all the songs, you know? And I say, well, I really don't think about the words. I turn the words into a movie in my mind, and I sing to the movie. So it brings out a true feeling instead of just singing words and notes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's what I learned from Lopaka.
Interesting.
You know, Lopaka told me one time, you know, before he passed away, I was singing in Haleiwa at this, I can't remember, this little restaurant. And him and what's his name, Gary Aiko came in there, and he was still riding horses at polo place in Mokulia.
Yeah, he was a polo player.
And he said, you know, there's musicians that can play real good, no can sing, no can entertain. There's singers that cannot play music and cannot entertain, they can sing good. There's entertainers, cannot sing, cannot play, but they know how to entertain. You will never stop.
That's right.
You know.
I know exactly what he's saying.
So when he told me that, it was like a compliment that overwhelmed me, that I didn't realize what I was doing. I just did it. You know, it came out. It was about aloha and friendship before even the entertainment comes on. You know, it's greeting people and, you know, making friends. And so that's one of the things that was the highlights in my life.
So who was your first teacher?
Actually, my Uncle Raymond. He never taught, but he allowed us to watch. He allowed us he allowed us the ability to see if that's what we wanted to do. Of course, I had other family members that would criticize, which made me stronger. You know, I used to hang around the reef when I was a small kid, and all ukulele players. That's what I started out on ukulele, and they're all good. All the Beach Boys, boy, they could jam. You know, we got to and I used to pick it up, and I'm following them, right? Going, you know.
The vamp.
And then when they got to the fancy part,
they're hiding.
Boy, that not only pissed me off, but I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna figure it, because I could hear the notes. You know, I could hear the notes. And I remembered it. I stay up all night figuring it out. So the next day we're on the beach and we're jamming again, and they're coming out there, and then they get to the fancy part, and I start picking it. They're like, whoa, gotta get them. You know, so it was an evolution that wasn't planned. I never planned to be an entertainer. It just happened. You know.
Well, what are your fondest musical memories? Do you have any?
Oh my gosh. Sitting in a rice paddy in Vietnam on Hill 55 with my ukulele.
What is this?
Singing Pearly Shells to all my my fellow Marines.
How's that? What year was that?
Oh, 1969. And you know, sitting there, and once in a while we get a break and we just sit around, and a couple of guys had guitars and I had ukulele, and as a matter of fact I transferred my chords on the ukulele to the guitar, not realizing that the difference was 5 frets apart, until later on. But anyway, that was you know, singing over there was kind of like a morale thing for us. Professionally, I was invited to sing in Germany for the Frankfurt Galaxy football league.
Was that about 60,000 people in a...
60, 70,000 people in the stands, and I'm on the 50-yard line.
It's got to be nerve-wracking. Gotta be.
Singing Hawaiian Cowboy and Cocaine.
And they're saying, what the hell was that?
Hey, that was a trip. People really enjoy Hawaiian music in Germany, and looking forward to going back someday.
All right.
My friends Klaus and Gabby invited me over there to play for the football game.
All right. Okay, Lopaka, thank you. You know what? We're going to have to, it's running a little long. We're going to have to go to part 2. So this is
Okay.
part 1.
Shoot.